trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They'll run to Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's an option right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. And some room to roam now.
Holding offense.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 15. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Second and 8 coming up. On the option to give to Taylor here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roman. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now it's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A big play there on the option. 58 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Drive there, just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This will be fielded inside the 5. Denver's offense now set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Bowl.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game. And then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team. And that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead. Put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. Again, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the move past the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Here's Fields. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on second down. Fields. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On fourth down, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready, break.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.